Hey guys, GHAZZY TV here with another Path of Exile video. In this one, I will be tackling Forbidden Rite. Is the build dead or is it alive? Dum dum dum. That's the question. We're gonna find out. So get your fucking detective glasses on and let's go fucking hunt the build mechanics down. So the problem we have with this is that in the patch notes, they made a really good change. Character totem life has been reduced by approximately 60%. But wait, GHAZZY, that's terrible. DP and Forbidden Rite and fucking Rite is Fire that nobody plays is going to be crazy bad. That's not the case, actually. They also changed so that totems now take 80% less damage from enemies, but deal 400% more damage to themselves, meaning they now take full damage from themselves. So we encountered a couple of issues with this. First off, totem survivability has been a major problem for a very long time. And I think that this is a very good change. I like it. The problem when it comes to DP and Forbidden Rite is the fact that we're in a situation that they will do damage to themselves, right? Now, they also scale the damage of their HP. That has now been reduced. Now, we know that in 3.15, we were able to kill tier 16 Guardian mobs by socketing a Forbidden Rite gem inside a Soul Mantle with no other supports. That's pretty fucking crazy. The 60% less HP resulted in around 50% less damage than we did before, which I think is perfectly fine. However, the problem that we've encountered is that the wording they've chosen to describe the way they changed the totems with the self-damage created two different pools in the community of how you interpret it. One side of the community said that, well, the self-damage, they would count themselves as their own enemy, and therefore the damage with 80% less damage, but 400% more damage, which result in them taking the same amount of damage on the self-damage abilities. The other portion would be that, hey, they are not their own enemies, which they're not, by the way, which means that they would just take 400% more damage to themselves. So, as a good citizen of Rayclass, I reached out to Chris Wilson and said, yo, my brother from another mother. What's up, dude? How you doing? What the fuck is going on here? Help us. Confirm. Verify. What is actually happening? We have two different pools of the community. They don't even know what they're going to say anymore. They're all just arguing. So let's get this straight. And the answer was disappointing. They are, in fact, going to kill themselves. So what does this mean with Forbidden Rite? That takes 40% of their life as self-damage. That's 40%. 400% more damage taken. That's multiplied by 5. That means that they will take 200% of their life per cast. Now, say you stack up some capped chaos resistances by investing into Ancestral Preservation, which gives them 25% chaos rest after the nerfs. So you need to use 3 of these medium clusters. That means you have to invest into 1 large cluster into 2 mediums and at least 1 more outer ring cluster jewel to get that 75% cap. That means they will only take 25% of this. Am I retarded? I am retarded. 40 times 5 and then 0.25 of that. Did I fuck it up again? They take 5 times that's 200% and you multiply by 0.25. I did it right. There we go. Must have misclicked before. This means that they do take 50% of their life as damage every time they cast. Here's a little quirky shit mechanic in the game. When porcupines die, they shoot out projectiles. If their corpse is removed, the projectiles disappear. If you shatter or explode or destroy the corpse, so the corpse never exists, the projectile never exists. This means that Forbidden Rite on totems in the current state of the way this works means that they will cast once, these projectiles will land, unless the cast speed is too high, because the second time they shoot their projectiles, the totem goes away. And is, because of the mechanical design of the game, in 99% certainty, going to remove whatever projectile is flying on that second cast. So the second cast never happens. They just die. Now, if you have too much cast speed, the first cast projectile hasn't even landed before the second cast happens, which means that your first cast doesn't even happen. They just die, and there's no damage, which is absolutely crazy. Now, looking at Forbidden Rite, just to verify that everything is accurate, is that Forbidden Rite will take 40% of maximum life and 25% of maximum energy shield as chaos damage, and deal 20% of maximum life as base damage. This here shows that it's going to take 40% of your maximum life, not your current life. Your maximum life is taken. So what does this mean for Forbidden Rite? Well, it essentially means that you just straight up cannot play this on totems. So I did not think that was going to be the case. I thought this would actually be just poorly worded and actually work to allow a couple casts with a 60% less HP scaling, which seems like a balanced approach, at least to start with. So I again reached out to Chris Wilson and we had a little conversation. And he said he was going to talk to the designer, and he came back to me and he said, the designer, and I quote, "We'll see what we can do, but no promises by release." That's the answer we have. So what does this mean for something like my Forbidden Rite Totem build guide? Well, I will basically just wait with that build guide, because if they make changes to this so that they can cast it, the damage reduction or the damage nerf to the build is about 50% less damage than we had before, which I think is perfectly fine. I think that would be a good balanced state to start with, and we'll see if that's going to be efficient or not. And I think it's going to be perfectly fine to play. If they don't fix this, this just straight up means that you cannot put DP or FR on totems at all. It just straight out will not work. It's just fucking terrible. So yeah, you're never even gonna get one cast out. So I'm a little bit confused with how they're approaching this. I was hoping we would actually have a better answer to this, but in fact, it seems like they're doing a very good change, which is sadly dragging in FR and DP into a state where that's going to be unplayable. I hope I'm wrong on this, but we'll see what the designers at GHAZZY will be doing, and hopefully we'll have something like this sorted before the launch so that the build will at least be playable, and we'll see how effective we can make the build out of that information. But in the current state of the game, I will just not update my Forbidden Rite Totem build guide. I'm just going to wait for the answer on this and make my decision based off that information whenever we get it. That's all I have to say. I will emphasize, though, that I think that the other changes on the totems is perfect. We've been needing defensive increasements on totems for such a long time, and I think this is a great change to it. I'm just a bit confused with this portion of it, because those abilities that did self-damage scaled their damage off their HP, which is already nerfed. This, in my opinion, was not needed, as this change here already did what this is essentially trying to do. That's just my take. If you guys have different opinions, or if you agree with me, let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, subscribe for more content. Until next time, stay safe and keep rocking.